I grew up in a military family. My father was in the Army for 30 years. Even though I thought I wouldn't, I followed in his footsteps and ended up going to West Point. Went into the Army, ended up having the opportunity and the privilege to lead soldiers, both in Iraq and Afghanistan. And then decided that I would leave the military, come to law school. As a veteran myself, encountered some problems that I thought were probably commonplace. And so that kind of took me into legal services for veterans.
His area is something that he was really committed to based on his personal experience. And Leo had a history of having done and really achieved tremendous things in providing legal services for veterans. And we just knew that his project would be really successful because of that.
I was in court. We just had a client who he had a host of things that normally affect veterans. So he had post-traumatic stress that had created issues in the rest of his life in terms of chemical dependency, inappropriate activity. He was having trouble with relationships, and all of that ended with him being in court and being arraigned. The judge said, "You obviously need treatment, but I'm just not confident that you can get it." Meanwhile, just because I'd started to learn about the veteran system, I know that it's probably the most robust support system available to a low-income population in the nation. And the scale of programs that are available for these people is staggering. It was sort of disheartening to see this individual veteran receive a sentence that was pretty severe, and it was severe because the institution thought that what he needed wasn't available.
We had two longtime sponsors, Fenwick and West, who had sponsored fellowships for more than a decade, and Microsoft, which had also been funding fellowships for a decade. And these two longtime sponsors agreed to join forces, dig a little deeper into their pocket in order to enable Leo to go and do this very important work on behalf of veterans.
Leo really knocked our socks off. Partnerships between law firms and corporations are really a key to expanding pro bono services in the profession in the future.
It's been a great partnership, and we're really excited to have the opportunity to partner with Fenwick and West in sponsoring Leo. It not only provides an additional avenue for Leo to do his work, but it also allows us as a company to broaden our impact. We think it's really exciting. We appreciate Fenwick and West's contributions and willingness to partner with us, and we think it provides a great model for the future.
It's a privilege, it's unique, it doesn't happen very often. And so it's this real opportunity to channel that ability, that passion, that power into helping this population. You know, the other client in this is really the communities that the veterans come back to, their families immediately, but their communities more broadly, because veterans have a lot to offer people.
I feel so confident that Leo is going to make an impact that's going to have a ripple effect.
There's a brotherhood and a sisterhood that sort of forms in military service. And even if you think that you're going to be able to leave that, it's not so easy. So I am going to be doing this work in some form, I think, for the rest of my able life. It's a responsibility.